Okay, I believe we're live. So welcome to the free live training on how to sign five new high-ticket coaching clients in under 30 days, make an extra 10,000 to 50,000 cash bonus. Who here would like to make 10 to 50,000 cash bonus in the next 30 days? Would you guys like that on top of what you're currently making? I know it's not just about the money, but we all want to make more money and have more impact, right? Create more freedom. In this short, sweet training, for those that are watching live, thanks for taking the time to join us, guys. We're going to have quite an interactive session. So I'm going to ask you guys a bunch of questions. Feel free to take a lot of notes. And also, if you have any questions, type them in the chat. I'll answer them live as we go. If you're watching replay, you're watching this on YouTube or on a mastermind elsewhere, feel free to interact, participate, tag me, ask questions, answer the questions, get involved as well, because this training, as simple as it's going to be incredibly powerful, because I think it's very overwhelming what to do online. Everyone's overwhelmed and overloaded by what to do and all the noise. So I'm going to cut away the fat today as well. And so obviously, you guys that are watching live, you all did the challenge. For those that are watching a replay, we recently did a 5-day challenge, content creation challenge. And so today is a continuation of that. Okay. So Jeff, Hannah, for those that participated in the challenge, today is okay, we're doing regular content, we're posting 5, 10 times a day, we're getting attention. How do we turn that attention to leads, appointments, and clients? So Hannah, today is a continuation of the challenge. Jeff, today is a continuation. What's the next steps above and beyond that? So this is an additional training for you guys. Also for those that are in the 30-day accelerator, so Curtis and Steve that are here, Sarah and Ryan will get to watch the replay. This is an outline of the 30-day accelerator program we're about to begin. This is essentially the outline of it. So I'm giving you guys a recipe, okay? But it's a very simple recipe. And today is very basic, very simple. Jeff, in fact, it's probably going to be insulting to the intellect. So, I'm going to give you the plan, but let's say, Hannah, you'll know this. If we give someone a world-class meal plan and fitness program, does it guarantee the results? It doesn't, right? So I'm going to give you the plan, but it doesn't guarantee results because why is that the case, Steve? Steve's in wellness as well. Why is it that when we give somebody a world-class meal plan or fitness program, it doesn't guarantee the results? You give them the information, you give them the strategy, give them everything they need, they still don't succeed. What are some reasons why that's the case? You're all coaches here, right? What do you guys think that's catch? It has to be done. They've got to do the work. I can't make Steve do the work. I can't make Hannah do the work. I can inspire and motivate and lead and all that cool stuff. But I think there's a couple of things. Number one is psychology. There's a lot of stuff going internally for people. Number two is accountability. I think accountability is another one. And there's a third reason, which I'm going to touch on today as well. So I'm going to give you the plan. I'm going to give you my best stuff. Action gets traction, 100%. I'm going to give you my best stuff for free. And if you follow what I give you today in the next 30 days, you'll also sign 5 clients. I don't see how there's any way you can't, right? I'm literally going to give you what you need to sign 5 clients. Now, 5 clients isn't a lot, but it's a start. It's early 2026, and I want to help you create momentum. And so I'm going to ask you guys some questions. Again, if you're watching replay, I'm going to ask you to get involved. It is a smaller group, so we can make this more intimate and more personable, which is awesome as well. I'm going to share with you the steps without all the noise. So in this session, I'm going to show you how to sign 5 high-ticket clients in the next 30 days, and then how you can turn that into a client every day and then scale that. And in fact, automate that ultimately down the track. That's what I'm going to share with you. So this is scalable, right? For those that stick with us, I'm also going to share with you 3 ways to sign a client right now. Who would like to sign a client today? I'm not going to show you one, but 3 different ways to do that. So if you wake up and you go, man, I need a client today, I'm going to give you 3 different strategies to do that. Very simple. That would give you a client in under 24 hours. And the third thing is, at the end, I have 3 free gifts and offers for those that are watching live or replay. If you stay to then, you'll get access to not 1, but 3 free gifts or offers as a thank you for joining. And I'm also going to have a paid offer. So I am going to offer, for a couple of you, I'm going to sell you a paid offer. Those that want to go the extra mile and have me work with you personally for 30 days, I'm going to share that with you, complete transparency. That's not for everyone. That's cool. But I do encourage you to participate, engage, take action on what I'm about to share with you, and continue joining the events and everything that we're doing right now to continue to serve you. Because my goal is, I have an ulterior motive. Steve, I don't want you to sign 5 clients. I want you to build $1 million a year business, whether you want that for yourself or not. That's my goal. I want to see everyone here make 100K months. This year, my goal is to see all of you make at least 20K months. Is there anyone that doesn't have that goal? Okay. So if I lost everything personally, Steve, and I started from today, what I would personally do is what I'm sharing with you. Okay. So if I lost everything and started from scratch, this is what it. Now, by the way, maybe you are book solid. Maybe you've already got 10 or 20,000 a month coming through. You can still use these strategies. Today is the basic fundamentals and foundation that I would do and I would use. You don't need a virtual assistant. You can hire one. You don't need Go level. You don't need funnels. You don't need to be advanced in AI and prompting. You don't even need email, right? What I'm going to share with you today is very simple, fully controllable, works every time if you simply do the work. The problem is that people are not consistent. If there's two people and one person goes to the gym three hours a day every day for 2 weeks, then has 2 weeks off and repeats, is that person going to get more or less results than the person that goes an hour every day, 7 days a week ongoing? The consistent person. So the person that wins online is the consistent person. Okay. Also, what I'm going to share with you today only takes a couple of hours a day. Okay. And if you got rid of everything and anything that's not a part of what I'm going to share with you today, it's only going to take you, if I said to you guys, you put in a couple of hours a day, 2, 3, 4 hours max, you're going to sign 5 clients in the next 30 days. Who would do it? Who would be prepared to do that? Nice. A couple of quick questions before we dive in and we talk about the strategy. Number one, the first question I have for you, again, if you're watching replay, answer these in the mastermind or YouTube, because then I'll interact in there as well. Quick question for all of you. How many clients do you have at present? And how many can you handle? So let's say we started one-on-one clients. How many clients do you have at present? And how many can handle? So I have 3 at the moment. I can handle 15. Just type that in the chat for me. How many clients do you currently have? Hey, Hector. Hey, brother. How you doing? Good to see you here. I think you'll appreciate the simplicity of this. How many clients do you have at present and how many can you handle? Jeff says 20 plus. Yeah. How many do you have at present, though? How many do you have at present? How many can you handle? Steve, 5 and 20. Yep, good. Yep. Everybody else, how many do you have at present and how many can you handle? Hector has 2 at present, 10 max. Perfect. Okay. Nice. There's a couple other people. I don't know if Hannah and Curtis. Yeah, cool. Now, my question to you is, Hector, if you had 10 clients, Jeff, if you had 15 clients, Jeff, Steve, you had 20 clients, Jeff, you had 20 clients, how much income or revenue does that give you? How much income or revenue does that give you, Hector? Jeff, Steve, Jeff, Steve. Wait, there's 2 Jeffs I went down. How much revenue does that give you? How much revenue? Because my goal is to help you get there. And as you guys post that live or replay, the truth is that right now, if it's not going to help you get book solid to that point, don't worry about it. You know, why am I going to worry about logos and Canva and prompting and GPTs and creating funnels and doing ads and websites and podcasts and all that stuff is not going to get clients. What's going to get you more clients is conversations. More conversations you have with people, right? Here we go. Got some numbers. Steve, 10K, but I'm probably not charging enough. Agreed. We'll come back to that. Jeff, 25,000 plus months. Hector, 50K for 90 days if they all paid. Nice. Divided by 3, 20, 18, 15, 16, 17, something. 17,666. Yeah. For most of it, it's around that 20K a month, right? Okay. So this session is built on getting you there, Steve. This session is built on getting you there, Jeff. The truth is that the only reason you're not there yet, guys, is 2 reasons. One, you're not working long enough, hard enough, and fast enough, if you're honest, consistently enough. And number 2 is you're not spending enough time on the right things. And so who here has a job that you want to quit and do your business full time? I know there's some guys in the challenge. Megan, there's a few people that probably watch the replay here. Yeah, if there's any of you, it's very simple. Your priority right now is to get the 5 clients or 10 clients or 15 clients, get to a point where you go, I don't want any more. And then you can look at launching group coaching, you can look at expansion, you can look at funnels, you can look at VAs and all that. So again, if you have a VA, great. If you're using funnels, great. You can do all of that. But what I'm sharing with you today, you don't need any of that. Okay. All right. Cool. 50K for 90. Yeah, nice. All right. So let's dive in. So the first couple of slides of this, if you weren't in the challenge, most everybody on this live call was in the free 5-day challenge we recently did. And the challenge is built around one challenge. 10 pieces of content posted a day on Facebook for 5 days. Now, again, if you weren't in that challenge, we spoke about how Alex Hormozi, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee all recommend 100 posts a day. No, on Facebook, all the top guys are doing 10 to 20 posts a day on Facebook now. You do 3 posts a day, you're doing 1 post every 8 hours. you're using Facebook to build your business and you're active every 8 hours, you're not going to do very well. Okay. So a post every couple of hours works very well. So that was the challenge we did. So the first 3 slides is really a recap on that, Hannah, Steve, Curtis, just to catch up on that, and then we'll move forward with the next steps. Again, this is so insulting to the intellect that you're going to watch this. No, none of you are really going to learn anything today. You're more going to unlearn. Because Mike, I want to invite you, Curtis, Steve, Jeff, Hannah, Jeff. There's 2 Jeffs here. That's awesome. I want to invite you as I go through this by the end to recognize what are you currently doing in or on your business that we didn't talk about in the session. And if you're not book solid, I would ditch it. Yeah, again, podcasts, websites, apps, funnels, Go, even a VA. With the VA, that's the first thing I do. I normally recommend once you got 5 clients hiring a VA. You know, where Steve is at, if he's got 5 clients, probably a perfect. Although he probably does need to increase his price. Hector, 10 posts at how often before we have to do more new posts? They are, every post is a new post. 10 new posts every day on Facebook. Yeah, we just did a full 5-day challenge on it, bro. We all did that. Curtis and Steve hit the 9 or 10, which is awesome. And Hannah and the other guys did about 5 or so, which is really good as well. Because if you want to be seen more, you got to post more. It's really that simple. We did a whole training on that as well. So, okay. So let's start with the basic stuff. So again, if you have 0 clients, we're going to start at the beginning. You're going to look at this and go, man, this is so simple. This is so boring. This isn't sexy. It's not exciting. You know, when you play sport, who here's played sport before? Most of you probably played sport. What's more important? Practicing daily fundamentals, basic passing, dribbling, whatever it is, or let's say I'm playing basketball. What's more important? Practicing dribble and passes or practicing three-point shots all day, every day. It's the basic fundamentals that form the mastery. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. Who agrees that building an online business is hard and overwhelming now? Because we don't know what to do. We start with social media. Do I have a group or a page? Okay, let's do a group. Okay, now I'm going to do content. Do I do reels or lives or blogs? Do I use AI? Which AI do I use? Do I need a webinar? Which platform? Do I need email? Which platform? I need funnels. Okay, cool. Now I've got phone and SMS and now do I do ads? It's overwhelming. So as some of you know, I recently wrote a book that'll be available in the next few weeks. The Online Coach's Business Bible, How to Build a 6 and 7 Coaching Business. It's a step-by-step guide to go from 0 to 100K a month fast. Success loves speed. No, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's just a fast process to do it. At each level in your business, there is a new devil, and you want to focus on just getting to that next step. And the next step for all of you right now that are watching me live, maybe not replay, is to get book solid. So if it's not going to help you get a client, Jeff, why waste your time? If it's not going to get your attention, leads, appointments, or a client, why waste the time? So the overall framework, and this is bonus training, is you want to allocate time in your calendar to work. You know, if you had a job, Steve, your employer would tell you what time to start, what time to finish, what your tasks are, and give you deadlines. Would they not? You guys are the business owner, right? So have you guys sat down as your employer self, Steve, and told your employee self what time to start, what time to finish, tasks and deadlines, and put it into your calendar where you follow it like a shift? Because until you do that, you don't have a business, you have a hobby. Treat your business like a hobby. What kind of income are you going to make? A hobby income. Treat it like a business. What kind of income are you going to make? You're going to make a business income. And so you want to sit down and do that. Here's how I'd allocate the time. Okay, we split it into 5 parts. This is bonus training, actually. I wasn't going to do this, but I think it's relevant right now. Let's say I'm working 50 hours per week with my business. On, in, doesn't matter. I'm allocating 50 hours a week to my business. We want to allocate 20% to attention. So 10 hours a week for attention. I would write this down because it's not on the slide. So how do I get attention? Well, doing content. So 10 hours a week for content. Then the next part is I'll spend 10 hours a week, 20% of that time on generating leads. How do I generate leads? Free offers, promoting events, and my calendar. Okay, lead generation. You could put email marketing stuff in there if you want to as well. The third part is I'd spend 10 hours a week, 20% of my time on, this is the one where I've never seen anyone do this, on setting appointments. Now, setting appointments is one-on-one sales calls or events. Imagine if you spent 10 hours a week, Curtis, just having conversations with people for booking them in your calendar or for an event. That one simple thing, 2 hours a day, is going to get you an appointment or 2 every day. People don't do it. Reason your business isn't growing, guys, is a lack of quantity and quality of appointments. Really comes down to conversations. Imagine you had 100 conversations a day, Steve. You'd be so book solid. What do I do with all these leads and prospects? I can't fit them in. Quality problem. The fourth thing is 10 hours or 20% on delivering sales calls, and that includes events. That's the delivery. And that leaves 10 hours a week or 20% on servicing clients and the details, tracking, finances, goal setting, that stuff like that. So if I'm doing 50 hours a week in my business, 40 hours is income producing activities. My question to you is, how many hours a week are you guys wasting on non-income producing activity? When you wake up in the morning, how do I get a client today? How do I get an appointment today? How do I make money? That's the money maker should be first. And now if you have resistance around making money, then business might not be your forte. Who here wants to make more money? Who would love to make millions? Let's be honest. Imagine the impact and the freedom and the lives you can change and the difference you can make. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Okay. So to begin with, this is what we do. The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I grow. So I focus on growth, because if you do 10 pieces of content a day, if you're doing content, if you're doing events, and there's no new people joining your pipeline, joining your community, growing your list, which is how we build a business, then you're going to struggle to get views and to get leads and so forth. So you got to constantly be building. So the first thing we want to do every day, forever, is we make sure that our Facebook profile is set up properly. We have a public Facebook community group, and we spoke about this in the challenge, so this is basic stuff. We need a public Facebook community group. We grow our personal profile by adding 25 friends a day that fit our avatar. And then we funnel those people into the public group. The top of our funnel, and within the group, we nurture them. We do our content, promote events, and so forth. So what we do is we start with a Facebook profile and a public community group, and we grow that as quickly as we can. When you get the public group to, and I'll show you my public group actually quickly, just for context here. So what you want to do, and again, most of you already know this is revision, so don't tune out, because yeah, this is something we do. What we do very well, Jeff, is we teach people how to sign clients every day from a Facebook group. Yeah, just from a Facebook group. Now, what I'm sharing with you today is one process or strategy of dozens, maybe hundreds. Is it the best way, the right way? It's the fastest way that works every time, because you have complete control over what I'm sharing with you today. And it gets rid of all the noise and cuts away all the fat and unnecessary stuff, right? So to begin with, again, if you're just starting out, you've got no clients or less than 5, the best way to get attention on Facebook is with a public community group. That is for your avatar. Now, notice my group, our avatars, coaches, and agency owners. It's not linked to me, a brand, or a business. It has a sense of neutrality. When coaches, if I have 2 groups, Jeff, one's called Business Tips for Coaches, and the other one's called Online Coaches Community. Which one are more people going to join? The community group. We can all agree on that. So we want to have a public group for our audience and get as many of them in there as possible. Quantity first. Within the group, we can nurture, pre-qualify, build relationships, all that cool stuff, and then get them into our events and our calls and so forth. So this is like the top of the funnel. So you guys have all heard of Facebook ads, right? You know Facebook ads. Has anyone heard the term top, middle, and bottom of funnel? Have you guys heard that before? If you haven't, basically what that means when you do paid ads on Facebook is you have a top of the funnel ad for who? Cold market. If you're not bringing in cold people into your business, you can't grow your business. So we have an icebreaker for an ad for a cold market. We have a second middle of the funnel ad to retarget those people, to begin to qualify them and build a relationship. And we have a bottom of the funnel third ad to retarget the hot market, to sell them or lead them to action. So this public group is the top of your overall funnel on Facebook, okay? And a public community group gets more attention, more interaction than a page, because a page's purpose, which has a place, is when you're doing ads, you set up the pixel, you link it to ManyChat, automated, all that cool stuff. Now, the awesome thing about the group is if you grow this consistently, once you get it to 2,000 or 3,000 members, search engine kicks in and it takes off every time. So you can see we've got 46,000 members in here. My last group, I built it to 120,000 coaches. This is only a few years old, this group. All of our groups get 200 to 300 new members every single week. Okay. So we want to optimize and have a public community group and to begin with. Okay. So if you don't have that, now, by the way, in a side note for you guys in the 30-day accelerator, The good thing, Curtis and Steve and Ryan and Sarah, this is the checklist for what you need to get the most out of 30 days. Okay. By the way, if you have any questions, post them in the chat. Oh, did I miss some? Let's have a look here. Yep, cool, 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 cool. So the next step then, very simple again, this is revision on the challenge, okay? But I am doing this from scratch. We want to do 10 pieces of content a day. I'm not going to spend much time on this because we went through it in the challenge. Here's the 10 pieces of content I recommend each day. The purpose of this content is to generate leads. So it has a hook, a problem you're solving, give them strategy, a value post, and a call to action, okay? And now we're getting interaction, attention. We can have conversations with those people, right? And book them in for an event, an appointment. So 2 questions a day with a colored background, 1 written post, blog post, a conversational thread, which is where you have, 5 ways to get clients today. I have a colored background and I put the individual components in the comment section. It's really hot on Facebook right now. 1 Facebook live a day, 1 poll, 2 reels, 1 social proof, 1. Wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoa, there's extra in there. Okay, that must be an AI mistake. So there's some double ups in there. Just take out the double ups. Okay, not a problem. Never go less than 5 pieces of content a day. Okay, and the main thing is that the purpose of these is to have a call to action so that you generate leads and you can book them in for an appointment. So how do you get attention? You get attention through doing content. The more content you do, more attention you get. If you're doing 3 posts a day and getting 1,000 views, what happens if you do 9? You actually won't triple because compounding kicks in. And again, Curtis and these guys have been doing 10 posts a day, already noticing a massive difference in attention, which ultimately then inevitably leads to leads, appointments, and of course, clients. Yeah, CTA is a must. So there's 3 types of CTA: 1 for your calendar, 2 to a free offer, 3 for an event. Let's say that you're all starting out and you don't have free offers and go hello level. Yeah, that's fine. You should all have your Calendly set up, a calendar, okay, and also our next event, which we'll talk about shortly. So I can do a call. Hey, if you want to jump on a call, see how we can heal that trauma, lose that weight, build your business, meet your soulmate. Yeah, comment call below. The CTA is always comment keyword below, verbal or written. If you're like I am, and some of you guys, we have VAs. The VAs take care of them, so we don't have to. At this stage, I suggest you guys do everything. Everybody wants to automate things before they do everyone wants passive income before they have active income. Everyone wants the freedom without doing the work. You got to do the manual stuff before you do the automated stuff. Don't worry about automating things. If you're not getting a result yet, forget about automation. Do it manually, get in, get dirty, then hire people to automate manual, and then set up to automate it. It's just the logical fast steps, right? Yeah, so we want to have CTAs because that's going to give you people to interact with and converse with. So let's talk about 3 ways to sign clients today. Who wants to know 3 ways you can sign clients fast? 3 simple ways that work every time. Now, these are very basic, very simple. If you choose one, you're going to get a client very quick. If you choose all 3, you're going to get clients very quickly. Number 1 is send 100 people a day a DM that you're Facebook friends with. You can have 5,000 Facebook friends, right? Okay. If I have 5,000 friends, I said 100 a day. It's going to take me 50 days to DM everybody. However, with DMs, I don't personally like spamming people or sending cold DMs. Who's ever woken up from a stranger, you don't really know, hey, we can get you 100 calls per month. Click here, book a time on my calendar. The key with DM setting, if you've done any of my trainings, I talk about it a lot, is that if I send you a DM, Jeff, there must be a reason in your mind to justify it. Now, there's 3 ways we can do that. Okay. Number 1, Hector, if you join my Facebook group, my team message you, say thank you, would you have a problem with that? Of course not, right? You join the group. So anyone that joins your Facebook group, you send them a welcome message, have a conversation. Number 1. Number 2, when people request the CTA, when people go, yes, please, they type the code so people that request the CTA in your content, you send them a message. So Steve, imagine I got a book and I say, who wants a free copy? You say, yes, we send it to you. You can have a problem with that. Of course not, you requested the book, right? So we send you the book. Now, the 3rd way to DM people, and this is really important, those that did the challenge, this is the main next step for you. Curtis, Steve, all of you do it, Hannah, is everyone that Hannah, if you like my post, you just click like. Shona's going to send you a DM and say, Jason's asked me to message you. Thanks for interacting and your support. Have a great day. Would anyone have a problem with that? Everyone that likes every post, you should be DMing and saying thank you and having a conversation and aim to book them in for the next event or appointment. Imagine if you did that. It's not very exciting, is it? Who here wants more leads? Who here wants more leads? The truth is you don't need more leads. You just got to have more conversations. You already have 1,000 people in your Facebook, 500 people in your group or whatever. If you take your Facebook group and your friends, how many people are there? 1,000, 2,000, 10,000? You've already got the people there. Now remember, you're growing as well. You've got to have conversations with people. You got to send the DMs, you got to send the emails, you got to make the calls. Like we use Facebook to get people into our Go Hello, we'll collect their phone and email, and now we can ring them and email them to promote events and get them on. I've just hired an SMS appointment setter. We get somebody sending SMSs, get somebody making phone calls, get somebody sending DMs, and we've got all the AI stuff coming as well. But right now you don't have AI, you don't have automation, you don't have Go Hello, we don't have a virtual assistant. You got to pick up the shovel, dig through the dirt and find the gold yourself because no one's going to get the gold for you, Jeff, until you do. Right? Find a piece of gold, take a portion of it, then hire somebody to help you dig more gold. Get some more gold, pay someone to automate the whole system, right? And then we build it and then you can remove yourself if you want. No one's going to pick up the shovel and dig for the gold for you right now. You have to get in, get a little dirty. Right? If you DM 100 people a day, okay, you're going to get 5 to 10 replies and at least 1 appointment a day. Okay. Now, what's really important is that you have the offer in place, which we're going to talk about shortly as well. Again, this is so simple and basic. It's just a matter of doing it. Do you know right now I send 100 DMs a day? At the level of my business, clients in 25 countries. Right now, everything I'm sharing with you guys, I still personally do with 9 virtual assistants personally. Hector, I'm doing this every day. Personally, I'm sending 100 DMs every day. Personally. The other day it was more. It was almost 200 the other day. Imagine having conversations every day with 5 to 10 people that are keen and looking at booking an appointment. Would that change things for you guys, Jeff? Yeah, but we just don't do it. I don't want to bother people, or we project their own stuff or their own stuff in our head or whatever it is. Number 2, these are 3 separate strategies that you can use separately or together. You need a client very quickly. Let's say that you get hit with a bill for 10 grand, you need to find 10 grand really quickly, you need 2 clients today. Go DM everybody you can an offer, right? Book them in for an appointment, promote an event, watch what happens. Here's my suggestion with having conversations. Always give first, give hard, and give without asking in return. So, invite them to a free event or offer them something free or some free value. That's why I love content, right? Because ultimately the goal is, this is why I recommend everybody needs to do a monthly event. Hector, it doesn't matter what you call it, a webinar, a challenge, a workshop, a coffee club, a knitting club. It really doesn't matter what you call the call, but once a month, you want to get your community together on a Zoom call and pitch your offer. Okay. Now, the awesome thing is if you do that once a month, you and your team can promote that, drive everyone to that event. Now, imagine, and again, Curtis and Steve, this is ideally what we're working on. So imagine Curtis and Steve, you're in a 30-day accelerator, right? Imagine if every call you booked, imagine, Steve, someone's attends your webinar or your event, and then 2 days later, you're on a call with them and you sell your offer. What's your conversion rate going to be? Incredibly high. So again, some of you are hesitant to give your best information away for free, but as Alex Hormozi says, give all your best information away for free. All of it, even your secrets, deepest, darkest ones, right? Now, in saying that, I built a multi-million-dollar a year business. We're going to build to 10 million. The goal is 100 million. That's our goal. Will we do it? I don't know, but we're going to give it a crack, right? So different levels bring different devils, right? So I'm not going to sit here and talk about how to go from 1 million to 2 million because it doesn't make sense because you're not at that point. But outside of that, give your best stuff away for free and then you sell the implementation. You sell the implementation, right? So we want to do a monthly event, and this is really important. You get as many people as you can on the event, Jeff, and you pitch your offer. You sell your offer. And the way you do it is like there's only 5 available or 2 available, and you do it as a limited one-time offer, and you stack some value and so forth to that, right? I'm going to do that today. I'll pitch in every webinar. I'll pitch in every call. Every group session we do, I'm going to sell you something or promote something. That's called business. Now, if you suck, that's fine. Just suck your way to success. Sooner or later, you're going to get good at it, right? But, the first time you do a Facebook Live, you suck. The first time you do a webinar, you suck. The first time you do anything, but my mentor used to say to me, you suck your way to success. A more elegant way to put it is John C. Maxwell says fail forward, right? But that monthly event is huge. Now, the awesome thing about the event and why it's so powerful is, let's say you only get 30 people registered, 10 show up. Okay. Now, we only promoted this event for like 4 or 5 days, which is why it's a smaller event, but that was part of the plan. I don't mind. I'm actually doing a weekly event every week for 12 weeks. I'm doing an event blitz over the next 3 months. Join everyone you can, because everyone leads to the next one. I'm doing 3 months succession. If you join us every week for 3 months, the whole idea is to get you to 20K or give you everything you need on that journey of 20K months. Every week we go to the next level, next step, next step, next step for free. And then I'll go back to doing probably monthly after that, because I missed, as Hector, a couple of months last year when I was like, well, okay. So what you want to do with that event, let's say you get 30 people registered, you can now follow those people up, Jeff. Everyone that didn't show up and everyone that didn't sign up, you can offer them a free call and pitch to them. And again, this is what I'm personally doing. Some will buy, some won't. That's cool. Just keep getting everybody coming back into the next event. Okay. And the third way, this is what I would do. Like, if I needed money very quickly, this is what I would do. Like, man, I need 10 grand today, right? Or 5 grand today. I would do a free call drive. What do I mean by that? I would set up a Facebook event and post it where I'm doing a drive, create an image on AI. I have just 10 free strategy calls available for the first 10 people to DM me, or whatever the call to action is, in the next week or the next 2 days, or whatever it is. So imagine I post on my wall. The first 2 people to private message me right now are going to get a free strategy call, discovery call, meal plan audit, whatever label you want to, whatever the free call is where you say Rafa. If you do it elegantly in the right way, you're going to book 5 or 10 appointments within 24 hours. We'll actually be doing this in the 30-day. Everything I'm sharing with you guys now as well, we're doing in the 30-day accelerator. And I'm doing it with you. I'm going to be doing this 30-day blitz with you. It's going to be awesome. Just to show you how powerful it is. So now imagine if you did one of those. Which one of those out of the three, as simple as resonates with you most? Just type 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. Yeah, as you guys do that, Jeff says most of the connections I have on Facebook I do not know. That's why we want to keep growing every day new people that fit your avatar. So you shouldn't be accepting friend requests from anybody. You should be cultivating your own list and only adding people that fit your avatar. Yeah, Steve number 2 says a monthly event. Yeah, Steve, the monthly event will work really well for you, brother, because you're as an empathic, heart-centered leader. Yeah, I think you do really well in the events. Yeah. Everybody else? 1, 2, 3. No one wants to send 100 DMs. Nobody wants to send 100 DMs. I like it though, because I love having conversations with people, especially through voice notes. So you guys using voice notes? I use voice notes as much as possible, sometimes even video. Love the voice notes. Get in the habit. Imagine if you sent 50 to 100 voice notes a day. Heck, even 10 or 20. Your inbox should be blowing up with people, just conversations. And the focus is not to try and get appointments with clients. The focus is to serve, build a pipeline, build relationships, and actually bloody care and help people, right? Yeah. You love the voicemail? Yeah, well, we were voicemailing yesterday, weren't we? Huge fan of the voicemail. So someone who uses ChatGPT, I avoid typing as much as possible anywhere, anywhere I can. So I love ChatGPT because it's got the voice note, which is awesome. And now it integrates with Canva. You can use voice notes on ChatGPT that prompt Canva within the chat. So freaking love that. It's awesome. So my suggestion is pick one of those, and I mean, heck, some of these might seem like big numbers. Send 50, heck, send 10 DMs today, right? And then every day go up for 5 or 10. Just every day do more, because you're not being seen in it. People don't know what you do because you're not having conversations, you're not posting, you're not doing events. That's how you get attention. You get attention by having conversations, posting content, and doing events organically. Yep. Cool. Now this is really big, okay? And those in the 30-day accelerator, Curtis and Steve, we're doing a session on this next week, is that when people come to me and they want to get their business off the ground, there's 3 mistakes they make. Number 1, they don't reverse engineer their business with a decent plan. Number 2, they don't do a proper launch. which is the 30-day accelerator is essentially a launch process. And number three, this is the big one. They haven't refined the sales SOPs. I've never met somebody that has the offer refined and down pat with the right audience that's making less than $1 million a year. I haven't met it. If I asked all of you to show me your sales SOPs or your offer or pitch deck now, I won't say it's a mess, but I guarantee there'll be holes. Yeah. Because the truth is, the more refined your offer, audience, and messaging is, the easier it's going to be for you to attract the right people. Because all you're looking for, all of you right now, is 5, 10. You're all looking for 5 or 10 people's lives to change. Who would like to find 5 or 10 serious people working 3, 6, 9 months, helping change their life? Who would like that? That's all we're doing here, guys. But we make it so complex. Go hello with this and AI that and ads over here and oh, this technology is not working here. And it's like, we have 27 platforms we use. We've got Slack and masterminds and podcasts and every day. We couldn't send emails for 10 days recently. Like we couldn't send an email. Then our SMS was down. There's always something. The more stuff you have, the more stuff doesn't work. So at least this way, there's nothing that cannot work except for yourself, which you have technically control over. That's why I love it, right? So one of the most important things is that you need to get very clear on your offer. And I'm going to do a mini coaching session here to help you refine your offer. Who would like that if I spend a couple minutes with you guys now to do that? So I have a couple of quick questions for each of you. All right. I want to get to the bottom of your pricing and what your core offer is. I'm going to show you an example of a pitch deck. Okay. And then we're going to go from there. I'm going to help you establish some refinement in your offer. Because if your offer sucks, even if you have the right audience and the right messaging, Hannah, no one's going to buy your offer. If you have a great offer and have great messaging, right, through your content and events and what you're doing, but you have the wrong audience, it's not going to matter. So you got to align these three things. Like for success, we have to align our thoughts, feelings, and action, the law of attraction and the law of action. In sales, we have to align offer, audience, messaging. And until you get those three congruent, you're going to struggle. Okay. Besides appointment setting, I find it's the biggest. It's funny, Curtis, the two most important parts of you guys succeeding is appointment setting and sales. Yeah, they're the two things. Whenever I do appointment setting or sales trainings, they're the lowest numbers, which is crazy to me because everyone wants a new shiny prompt for AI or the next best thing or how to automate or make money while you sleep, right? All the sexy stuff. Unfortunately, happiness and fulfillment and health don't sell. Six-pack abs and multiple orgasms do, right? Tony Robbins gets that. Come buy my six-pack ab program and get shredded and attract all the babes. Then you join and Tony Robbins is like, hey, I have an ulterior motive. I want you to be happy and fulfilled. Right? That's why he's brilliant at that. So can everybody just in the chat, and again, if you're watching replay, this is very important. I guarantee no one live or replay has this down pat. Just quick question, what is your core offer? So first thing is you all want to choose one thing you're going to sell to get 5 sales in the next month or so. So it's got to choose one thing. My suggestion is a one-on-one service. It could be one-on-one coaching, hybrid, a done-for-you agency, whatever it is, SaaS, software as a service. Because it's faster and easier to build your top line, you'll make money quicker. It's easier to get 5 clients in one-on-one than 20 in group, right? So everybody on the live, what's your core offer right now? Like you get on a sales call, what are you selling to these 5 people? So one-on-one business coaching, life coaching, fitness coaching, healing, therapy, something else, LinkedIn audit. What's the service we're selling though? Are you optimizing their LinkedIn or like what are we actually helping them do? What's your core offer? So what is the offer you're selling? What are you selling? Not the free. Is the LinkedIn audit the free call? Health and wellness coaching? Simple. Yeah. I call it the, you probably heard of the elevator pitch. I call it the Uber pitch. If I get an Uber and he asks me what I do, I'm a business coach. Oh, sweet. You help people build a business. I'm a life coach. I don't like the term life coaching. But if I said I'm a Phoenix Rising coach, you'd be like, what the F? So it's like using a term that people go, oh, you help people with X, Y, Z. Yeah, I really don't understand. Sorry, Jeff. Like, do you do it? Is it a done for you or do it together? Is it they do it themselves and you teach them, or you do it together, or do you do it for them? Is it done for you, DFY, or? Yeah, see, this is so vague already. I'm already confused and we haven't even got to the offer. So, and what's the price everyone charges? I'd like to help you guys I'll give you some examples here. What is the price you charge? So one of the biggest mistakes that you guys make when selling your offer is you tell people, well, first of all, it's not refined, and you tell people you offer, you don't show people you offer. So when you sell, for the last 24 years, no matter what I've sold, personal training, hypnosis packages, timeline therapy, life coaching, business coaching, VA services, ad services, websites, they always have a pitch deck, have a visual aid, seeing is believing. It makes the intangible tangible, professional, and real. And so here's an example of up until this year, we have had a business coaching program for 15 years. We don't do traditional business coaching anymore. We have different programs. Personally, I think traditional business coaching is kind of dead. They're being replaced by hybrid programs where AI is embedded into portals and courses and all kinds of things. So we have an accelerator program now, 30-day, 20K, and $1 million, seven-figure accelerator program. We have three. Getting started, scaling and automation, right? So what all of you need, right, is to take a step back. And Ryan, this is what you really need as well, is you want to create a pitch deck and it has 4 slides and you can use AI. This is not created on AI. This is done before. I was using ChatGPT last year. So you have 4 slides. If you create these 4 slides, it'll give you complete clarity over your offer. Now, this is bonus training as well. I'm going to give you exactly how to create your pitch deck and offer right now in a couple of minutes. Would you guys like that? For free. There's people out there charging a lot of money for what I'm about to share with you, but I want to see you guys win. And I guarantee none of you have this down pat yet. Who's not even using a pitch deck yet? You're missing out. Like you really are. It's a huge mistake. So when you get on a sales call, 30-minute, 40-minute, whatever it is, whatever label you give it, strategy call, discovery call, consultation, whatever, when you get on a Zoom call for a free call, free audit, whatever it is, and you share your offer and pitch at the end, you share your slides. Share your screen. 4 slides is all you need, no less, no more. Larry Pringle in the house. The first slide is the name of your program or your logo. This is our logo, Surge Business Coaching. So I'll be like, Curtis, can you see my screen? Now I have your focus. The purpose of the first slide is to capture attention. You're paying close attention. I want your full, undivided attention. The second slide, the purpose is to increase perceived value. What a lot of coaches do in the beginning is they put a dollar figure on time. It's $100 per hour, but what's more valuable, time or money? Time is. So when we put a value figure on time, it devalues time, therefore a service. So we don't sell time, we don't sell coaching, we don't even sell a service. We sell in package format. Okay, so it's a stack of whole heap of things in a program or package, whatever label you want to give it. Okay, and we want to increase perceived value. So in this coaching program, Steve, you're going to have a 30-minute coaching session every week. We're going to give you access to all the replays. We have access to the digital course, which normally sells for $1,000. You're going to get access to that today with all the videos and templates and resources you need to save your time. We also have the pre-study. We have Quantum Leap Technologies. We take you through the psychological components. You get 24/7 access to a coach, client success manager, free VA for a month. We stack all these things. And Steve's like, 2 things. 1, that's a lot of value. What's the other thing Steve's going to be thinking? Man, this is probably going to cost a lot of money because we put so much value in there. So capture the attention. Now increase perceived value. The third slide is to create clarity. A confused mind's an inactive mind. So if Steve feels clear and certain of what's going to happen when he joins the program, would you agree he's more likely to join? Of course, right? So the third slide is an outline of what they get. Session 1, session 2, session 3. Week 1, week 2, week 3. Month 1, month 2, month 3. So now, if your program is more than 12 weeks or 12, just do the first 12. Okay. My suggestion to each of you, if you're not booked solid, which none of you are on the live, is start with a 3-month program, 12-week, because people are more likely to commit to a shorter period of time. Like the 30-day accelerator, we've got a bunch of people lined up, and it will sell out. I know people like to wait to the last minute. People love the idea. Who loves the idea of just a 30-day commitment rather than 3, 6, 9, 12-month contract locked in, owe us money? Yeah, I think it's just a great starter to create momentum and get in the trenches and create some great habits. Yeah, and I love to serve. How much value have I given you guys in the last week or so? This is our 3rd call in 8 days or something, right? You're going to be dreaming of my voice soon. So when we work together, Steve, you're going to get, in the first session, we're going to create your plan. Second session, and we outline exactly what we go through. Now, we all know people by benefits, not features. So this has the features, but we personalize the benefits in the call. So this isn't technically a sales training, this training, but that's what we do. We focus on personalizing the benefits Steve said that he wants and align them with the program. And the fourth and final slide is the most important, is the payment options. And I want everybody to hear this. You guys are messing this up in a big way. There should be 2 options or 3 options. No less, no more. More than 3 is confusing. If you only have 1, it's yes or no. Now, if you look at this, we have the digital version of the course, the group version of the program, and the one-on-one program. And you got the pricings down there. Okay. Ultimately, down the track, I encourage all of you to have one-on-one, group, digital version, and even a subscription down the track. For a 7-figure business, that's probably what you want. A paid mastermind, a digital course, group coaching, one-on-one coaching, or group service, one-on-one service. That's how you deck out a real business, right? Now, for you guys right now, if you're starting on one-on-one, you can see the one-on-one coaching on the bottom right. So forget about the other 2. If you look at the Ultra Surge. So imagine this was just the one-on-one coaching, and you can see there's 2 options. So if we choose to work with you, Steve, okay, there's an advanced option of just $2,997 up front. Or if you don't have access to that, you can do the weekly option, which is $299 a week, each week for minimum 12 weeks. Which of those would be easier for you, Steve? Okay. We set up the weekly on direct debit, go cardless. We set up the upfront on Stripe, make sure the terms and conditions, tick box, all that stuff is embedded and done properly. I recommend using a terms and conditions like on DocuSign or something as well, which is what we do, just to really solidify that as well. So really, if you were to create those 4 slides and get that refined, do you think that's going to make a difference in your conversion rate in your sales, guys? Yes. Does anyone have any questions on that? No questions? Is that useful? What's the one component to the pitch deck that I just went through or offer that you realize you haven't yet done? You don't have 2 payment options, upfront and regular. We've had and have clients in the UK and obviously Dubai. They are on a monthly cash cycle. Doesn't matter. Our business works in a weekly cycle, so everyone still pays weekly. Here's why I love weekly payments, prefer more than upfront. In the beginning, would you rather consistent or inconsistent income in the beginning, especially? Consistent. If you have 10 clients paying $300 a week, that's $3,000 a week, every week in your bank account. Boom, boom, boom. Consistent, ongoing, you can forecast. My suggestion is for a one-on-one service, launch no less than 200 a week and 2,000 upfront. That's the bare minimum. I wouldn't go under that, like it's starting point. Okay. You can do a foundation offer. You can go look for the first 5 people, normally 300 a week / 150 a week for the first 2 or whatever it might be. Who would agree that once you're booked solid, you're going to up your prices? Of course, you up your price and then you launch your group cohort, right? Is that useful, everyone? Are you guys still listening, paying attention? Does that help? I know some of you guys are, Hector, you're in the program with Jamie a bit. Larry, it's good to see you here. We did this a while back. We lose Hannah again. No questions? All right, cool. Who would like me to check out your offer, your pitch deck? If you put a pitch deck together and have an offer, want me to look at it, send me a private message. Happy to take a quick look and give you some feedback. If you'd like, happy to do that for you. All right, cool. Go back to the slides. So also we need to get very clear on the audience and avatar, which we'll do next week, Stephen and Curtis as well. Once that's set up, the main focus is, if you think about it, your daily content is your micro marketing, your monthly event is a macro marketing, using your daily marketing content to promote the next event and drive everyone into the event. Because if you can get 30 to 50 people on an event, you're going to sign 5 clients in one go every month, aren't you, Curtis? Aren't you, Steve? You get 30 to 50 people on there and you get better at selling, you're going to sign a couple of people up. And even if they don't, you're going to follow them up anyway. So we promote and market the webinar for 30 days. We deliver it like I am now. You pitch at the end, and everyone that doesn't show up or doesn't sign up, you or your team ring, email, DM them all to send the replay, but also book them in for a free call. That process, if you follow it consistently with the 10 posts a day, with the DMs and that, can everyone see how this works 100% of the time? You might be thinking, well, I've got no Facebook friends or followers. Well, that's why you're adding them every day. That's really important. You send 25 friend requests a day to your avatar and by 49 days to your group. What's going to happen in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months? This strategy and system is only one of many. and it's very boring, very archaic, very monotonous. But you know how often it works when followed? 100%. This system works every single time I've never seen in the last more than decade somebody follow this for 3 months and not succeed. I've never seen it. It's impossible. How can you? Doesn't make sense because it's everything that I've just shared with you is so simple and basic that you have complete control over. You've just got to do the work. Now, some of you will go, this is great. I showed up to the session, not do anything, and nothing will change for you. Some of you will implement some of it and you'll get a couple of clients. But one or two of you that are hungry and do all the work, maybe a little crazy. My mentor used to say to me, crazy people make crazy money. We'll do everything like Curtis and Steve have been doing, and you'll sign more than 5 clients in 30 days. You guys should be signing clients every day. You really should, but you've just got to take a step back, cut back all the fat, all the crap that you're currently doing that you know that you are, put into your schedule the income producing activities you know you should be doing, and keep it simple. If it's not going to get you a lead, if it's not going to get you attention, lead or appointment or a client, if it's not going to get you attention, lead or appointment or client, don't do it. Of course, outside of servicing current clients and people. Again, imagine you have 50 to 100 conversations every day. You can't lose, guys, yeah? Does that make sense? Simple, boring, but effective. Yep. So imagine this. Imagine if you set a target, and I want everyone to set a target right now, whether you're in the accelerator or not, whether you're hiring a VA or not, wherever you are, whether you have 0 clients or 100 clients. Step 1 is I invite everyone to make one commitment right now. Starting from Monday, I'll give you 2 days to sleep on it, or 3 for those in the States, is you're not going to go to bed until you book 1 appointment. You're not going to go to bed until you book 1 appointment, Curtis. You're not going to go to bed until you book 1 appointment, Steve. You're not going to go to bed until you book 1 appointment, Jeff and Jeff. 2 Jeffs, yeah, that's awesome. Well, how do I book that 1 appointment? I literally just gave you a checklist, which I'll come back to review in a moment. So if you book 1 a day, Monday to Friday, and have the weekend off, that's 20 a month. If you had 20 calls in the next month, and this doesn't even include the webinar, guys. Doesn't include the event. You don't have to call it a webinar, call it a live training. If you book 20 sales calls in the next 30 days, Steve, how many of those do you think you convert? Jeff, how many do you think you convert? Curtis, how many do you think you convert? What do you think? Yeah, what percentage? If you booked in 20, how many of those do you think would sign up? 20%? What's 20%? What's 20%, Steve? It's the magic number, isn't it? 5. Curtis is 80%. Yep. These numbers are built on getting minimum 5 clients in 30 days. And Steve has pointed out 4 average. Yeah. Okay. 5 clients. Now, once you're getting 1 a day, you want to then focus on building it to 2 a day. Now, you can do that yourself, or you can do what I would suggest. Once you have 5 clients, hire one of our Surge VA angels for 13 Aussie bucks per hour, $7 something USD per hour, and they can do it with you. So you book 1 and they book 1. 10 appointments. So in the next 30 days, do it yourself, get the 1 or 2 yourself. Once you've got a handful of clients, get somebody helping you, do it as a team together. And imagine if in the next 4 to 6 weeks, you're all booking 2 a day, that's 40 a month. That's 8 new clients a month for Jeff. That's 10 new clients a month for Steve. That's an unfathomable amount for Curtis. It's just keeping it simple. Why do Alex Hormozi? Why do Russell Brunson? Why do Tony Robbins? Why do all these guys have tremendous success? Because they do the boring shit no one else is prepared to do every single day consistently, ongoing indefinitely. And when they don't have the team or the infrastructure or the automation, they do it themselves. They pick up the shovel, they dig the dirt. They're not afraid to hustle, as they say, right? Cool. But right now, who's up for the challenge to set a target and not going to bed until they book at least 1 appointment? You guys up for that? Yeah. Now, here's a question for each of you. How many appointments would you need to do a day to guarantee a client a day? 3? 4? If you had 3 appointments a day and you only had a 33% conversion rate, that's a client every day. Want to know something else that's crazy? Who wants to know a crazy number? You ready to have your mind blown? If you charge $200 a week or $2,000 for your program up front, let's say it's $200 per week based on what we spoke about, and you sign, Steve, 2 clients every week additional for the next 12 months, do you know how much money your business will be making in 12 months from now? Just 2 clients a week. $1 million a year. If you each signed up 2 clients new and find a way to service them, even if you hired a team to help service them, in a year from now, Curtis, you'd have $1 million a year business. The session just over. Isn't that crazy? Who's ever signed 2 clients in a week? Who could sign 2 clients in a week? You guys just have to reconfigure what you're doing, schedule the right time for the right things, do the basics each day that even if it's boring, monotonous, that get you attention, leads, and appointments and clients. And then once you're getting momentum, hire the team you need for social media, appointment setting, closing. Automate through GoHello level and funnels and AI and ads and all that. First things first, you do the work, then you hire the people, then you automate through the AI, CRM, funnels, and all that. Does that make sense? So who's up for that challenge? 1 appointment a day. Say aye. Cool. Yeah, awesome. So let's take a step back and look at the checklist, okay, of what we need to do here. That if you do decide to follow, this is the checklist and all you got to do to sign 5 clients in the next 30 days. Number 1, send 25 friend requests a day. I do recommend having a second Facebook account if you don't yet. Now you can send 50 a day. Number 2 is invite 49 people from your Facebook profile to your public community group. Number 3, 10 pieces of content every day during the week, 5 a day on the weekend. I would just do 10 a day. I do 12 every day. The big guys do 1 every hour, 24. Any resistance you have to that number is your own stuff. It's your own projection. You're guessing, or you don't like it, or you don't want to bother people, or it's all BS. It's just a story you tell yourself. All the top guys are posting 10 to 20 times a day now on Facebook. For Facebook, if you're using Facebook to build a business. Next, send 100 DMs a day. Yep. Okay. Now those DMs and those posts, we use the DMs to funnel everybody in to a strategy call or everybody into the next monthly event. Okay. So all the content, all the DMs is to funnel people into the next event and a sales call. Here's my suggestion for people that do regular events. Whenever my team book in an appointment or I book an appointment, I always book it after an event. So there's a bunch of I think 42 people registered for this event. We only promote it for like 4 days, right? You guys can promote it for a month. Of those people, a lot of them have been booked. I think 7 or 8 of those 42 have already been booked in for a one-on call next week. Some of you are booked in. I think Jeff, we have a call next week. Again, so we're going to be able to jump on a call, and you've attended a few events and we've built some rapport and we've added some value. So where possible, book your one-on-one calls straight after or after an event, if possible. If not, because you want to be booking your sales calls today or tomorrow. So when you get somebody to book an appointment, when's the best time to book an appointment? Today. I've got a slot available in 3 hours. When's the next best time? Tomorrow. I don't want to wait more than 2 days. Next is that strategy call event that I spoke about. And then finally refining your pitch deck and avatar. Now, how many hours per day does that take? 25 friend requests takes 30 seconds. 49 invites, 30 seconds. 10 posts a day takes less than an hour. Okay, you can actually do it less than an hour. 100 DMs, maybe an hour. Probably less. 100 DMs takes me about 15, 20 minutes. I do it by the pool. I get 30 minutes of sun every day by the pool. Bit of vitamin D. Strategy call event, 20 or 30 minutes one time. Monthly event, an hour, 45 minutes delivery, an hour or 2 set up for a month. Doesn't take a lot of time. This whole system can be done in 2 or 3 hours a day. If I said to you guys, if you followed it 2 or 3 hours every day for the next month, you'd have 5 new clients, 10 to 20 grand. Who would do it? We'll see. Yeah. So I'm personally with a group of just 10 people that we're approving, going to be kicking off a 30-day accelerator program doing this and more. And we opened up applications for the program. So Curtis, Ryan, Sarah, and Steve, Curtis and Steve are on this call, have already enrolled into the 30-day accelerator. I'm doing it with them. I'm going to be doing a 30-day blitz in February where I'm doing this and more. And I'm going to personally do this with Curtis. I'm helping Curtis refine his pitch deck with him. I'm helping him set up the event. I'm giving him scripts. I'm helping him set up his system. And we're doing it together on a daily basis and a weekly call. We have a couple of spots open. I want to offer it to just a couple of people on this call to join the Surge 30-day accelerator. And it's designed to sign 5 high-ticket clients in 30 days. I'm aiming for 30 clients in 30 days, a client a day. So you, Curtis, Steve, I'm going to be doing 30 clients in 30 days. I've actually signed 22 clients in a week before. So I don't think 30, which is, so I'm stepping in doing sales and everything. I'm doing everything myself. I'm doing appointment setting. I'm doing DMs. I'm doing the sales calls, even though I have sales team all myself. Yeah, it's gonna be freaking awesome, right? So we have a couple of spots left for you guys to join the 30-day accelerator, we all do it together. And here's how it works, what we do. This is what you'll receive when you join the 30-day accelerator. Okay. We have a live call every week for 4 weeks, a 60-minute live group call. I'm going to be doing it with you, not one of our other coaches. As you probably know, we have coaches. I'm doing this with you personally. Who would like for me personally to work with you on this system and personally help you get 5 clients? That's what we're doing here. So additional to that, you get access to all the replays. We have an online training portal. You get the 16-week business course for free. You get a 30-day marketing planner, content creation planner. You get a personalized AI, okay, which you get access to. Daily tasking. I'm going to help you set up your DM and sales scripts. I'm going to help you set up your pitch deck. We have a VIP mastermind where we interact very regularly on a daily basis, don't we, boys? And you're also going to get a client success manager and team to overlook everything. I'm going to be working with you personally to do this. When we work together, here's the outline of the 4 weeks. Basically, we help you set up your Facebook group, your content planner. We do the 10 pieces of content a day together. I help you with the AI to create those and get those all organized. Then we help you with the appointment setting process and script, and making sure you're actually getting the calls booked. Then we help you with the sales side of things. So your pitch deck, your avatar, your offer, I help you set all that up. And then finally, we have a follow-up and a launch event. So what you're all going to do is you're going to have an event on the 4th week. And then I'm going to teach you how to sell in the webinar and then how to follow those people up. You're all going to get 5 clients. Some of you probably get more. Okay. So we grow your Facebook with a Facebook funnel, help you with 10 posts a day over the 30 days, book 20, 30 calls, 5 to 10 clients, no fluff or BS. No hidden fees, no funnels, no CRM. I'm going to put all that aside for a bit. No, you don't even need a VA to do it. If you have a VA that can help you, but I have 9 personal VAs. I'm going to be doing this whole program myself with you guys to lead by example. So next one kicks off Tuesday, 3rd of February. So not next Tuesday, the following Tuesday. That's 9:30 a.m. We've got to fix that. 9:30 a.m. Okay, so around this time, so it's a pretty good time. Now, those that join are going to get 3 bonuses. 1, I'm going to give you a free one-on-one call with myself personally. 2, next week we have our live onboarding call on Tuesday to set you guys up. So if you join after Tuesday, you're going to have to watch the replay and you're going to miss out on the first live, essentially opening ceremony. And number 3, I announced yesterday, I'm doing a bonus 1-hour offer creation and pitch deck session next Friday. We're going to spend an hour together. I'm going to help you create your pitch deck and get all that ready as well. So plenty of value. But if I could help you get 5 clients in the next 30 days, what income does that give you? 5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand? Yeah. How much do you think other people are charging for this program? And I shared this with some of you yesterday. The average is 5 to 10 grand. And don't go anywhere yet because I still have 3 free gifts for you guys as well. We're not going to charge you 5 grand, not even going to charge you 1,000. It's a one-time investment for the whole program. It's actually 5 weeks. Onboarding kicks off on Tuesday. One time, 997 Aussie. USD, I think that someone helped me out, maybe 720, somewhere between 680 and 720 USD. One time, if I said you give me $1,000, I'll help you make 10 grand, would say it's a good return on investment. For a couple of hours work a day to work with me personally, I don't do one-on-one coaching. You can offer me 20 grand cash, I won't take it. I don't do coaching. This is the closest thing I do to coaching, and I'm going to do it with you. So now we only have a couple of spots left. It will book solid. And we do kick off the opening ceremony on Tuesday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send through a link now. And if you're serious, if you're hungry, you're ready to stop just getting by and actually get some clients coming through fast and then scale, you definitely want to be in this program. So what I'm going to do now is for those that are in, for those that are hungry and ready, that don't just want to absorb information, but ready to step up and take action, I'm going to send you a link now for the 997 on Stripe. Just click on that, pay the one-time investment now, and then we can go from there, okay? So click on this link in the Zoom chat. Okay. Once you've clicked on that link and you've paid the 997 Aussie now, just send me a Facebook message. I've just filled it in. I filled in the form. And once I get the message, I'll send you the welcome letter, give you access to the portal, add you to the mastermind, plug you into the onboarding, give you access to everything as well. And you can start going through the 16-week course now if you wanted to do that as well. So click on that link, fill that in, once you fill that in, 687 USD one time. If I said you give us 687 USD, we'll help you make 10 grand, I think it's a pretty good return on investment. It's crazy. Anyone not doing this is crazy, I think. So click on that link, join Curtis, join Steve, join Ryan, join myself, join the team, Noemi, and Sarah. Send me a DM. I've done. I'll give you access to the welcome letter and you can start going through everything now. You've got all the pitch deck sales stuff, all the how to build your Facebook group. There's over 100 hours of video content in there. You get access to that now. So it's tremendous value, right? Now, for those that are on the fence about that or feel like you can't afford it, what I do want to do, if you haven't booked yet, I don't normally do this, but I'm opening this up at the moment for you guys leading into the 30-day accelerator. I want to gift each of you a free 45-minute strategy call with me personally, where we can discuss perhaps a flexible option for the 30-day accelerator, or we can discuss how to take your business to the next level. Maybe you need some help with your sales system, your marketing, or something else. But if you're on the fence about if you join the accelerator, you're going to get plenty of calls from me anyway, so join that. If you're on the fence about that, I'm not sure if that's for you or if you have resistance there, book a call with me personally. We can have a personal chat and we can work out what's the best course of action for you from there. I'm just going to post a link to my Calendly now in the Zoom chat. So click on the link in the Zoom chat. Now, if you're watching a replay, there'll be links for all this stuff in the YouTube description or in the mastermind. You can click on those. If you're watching a replay, there might not be availability for my calendar, but give it a shot. Okay, so either click on the link and enroll in the accelerator now, 30-day accelerator, or if you don't do that, be sure to click on my calendar, book a time. Yeah. The next thing is, remember I promised we're going to do an event every week for 12 weeks. So now you'll notice Curtis and Steve, I'm doing these events strategically in alignment for where you're at with the accelerator. Have you know that? Have you noticed that? Yeah. So next Saturday, so 7 days from now, I'm doing the advanced appointment setting SOP workshop. It's a 2-hour training where I'm going to share with you how to get book solid with appointments. So you know how today we started talking about the importance of appointments and sending DMs. Okay, well, how do we do that? Next week, I'm going to share with you the 5 steps to getting book solid. Step 1 is yourself using DM, email, and phone to book 10 a week. Step 2 is hiring somebody else to help you set appointments. Step 3 is using funnels and a CRM to begin automating appointments. Step 4 is using AI to automate, voice AI, ManyChat, CloseBot. Step 5 is how do we scale that with ads? Who would like to join me for a free training where I share with you how to go from 0 to 10 appointments and 100 appointments a week next week? You guys like that? Free training next week. It's going to be epic. It's going to be new and refined. No matter where you're at, whether you have 0 clients and you're doing it yourself, or you've got GoHo level and you want to automate GoHo level, or you want to do ads. No matter which level you're at, there's something for you. And it maps out the plan, Steve and Curtis, to get you to 20K, then 100K months. It gives you the foresight on what you need to do to get to that point in advance. Okay. Who's keen for that training? You guys, I'm going to give you access to scripts and all kinds of cool stuff in as well. So here's the funnel for it. If you want to register for the free training, click this link in the Zoom chat and register. Again, if you're watching the replay of this in YouTube, the links to register or enroll are in the description. If you're watching the ManyChat, sorry, not the ManyChat, in the Surge Mastermind, the same thing in there. And one last thing, all replays of our trainings get uploaded and added to our free Surge Mastermind. So we have a free Surge Mastermind, which is free for now. It's going to become a pay-to-play in the next few months. Most of you are in there, but if you're not in there, you definitely want to join. Now, if you're watching the replay, you're probably watching it in the Mastermind. Okay, or you could be watching it on YouTube. But if you want access to this replay and all the free resources, the scripts and everything, I'm going to post a link now. Be sure to join our Mastermind. I think most of you, all of you are in there. But that's going to become a lot more active as it becomes a pay-to-play. Right now it's free, but it's going to be a $49 a month subscription. In the next 6 weeks, it's going to become a pay-to-play. But to get access to the replay and all the free resources that we spoke about today, here's the link to register and join the free mastermind. It's heaps of cool stuff in there. Everything that you need to build to 20K months free is in there. See, free courses, free books, over 100 trainings, all the replays of every event we've done the last few years is in there. Tremendous value. Okay. And so that's pretty much it. But before we wrap it up, I want to take a moment to say thank you for joining us, guys. And a reminder that if nothing changes, right? You do for the next 3 months what did the last 3 months, what's your life going to look like? Exactly the same. And so the challenge is anybody can do something when you feel like it, Curtis, right? It's easy to go to the gym when you feel like it. It's easy to eat well when you feel like it, Steve. It's when you don't feel like it. And as we get older, Jeff, things get challenging too, don't we? We don't have the same drive. I'm only 47 this year, and I definitely, I'm trying to do what I could do at 27. It doesn't happen. I used to be able to get up at 4 a.m. and not stop until 9 or 10 p.m. Now by 5 or 6 p.m., I'm done. I'm like dinner and I'm out. It's like, so as we get older, it does get more challenging, so we're going to be smarter as well. I can't think of a better way to keep ourselves accountable to success than joining and being a part of a community of people that are winning, that are doing the work, are taking action. There's no better form of accountability than social accountability. And that's what we're building here. Over the next 3 months, we're doing events every week to take you on that journey to 20K. So keep playing into those. Book a free call, join the mastermind, make sure you're on the event next week. If you are going to join the accelerator, join before Tuesday because we have the live opening ceremony and onboarding call. If you join after Tuesday, if there's any spots available, I don't know if there will be, but if there is, you'll have to watch replays as well. But it does officially kick off the following week, which is fine. So hopefully you drew some value from that. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions, DM me, book a call, see you on the event next week. For those that have joined the accelerator, looking forward to that. I'm doing that with you. It's going to be awesome. Have an amazing day, guys. I'll see everyone soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.